Canoeing is really hard to do, right? It's very, very difficult because there's absolutely no restriction on where you can be in space. You've only got one fixed point in a canoe, which is the footrest. Okay? Everything else can move. In canoeing, we don't have the luxury of the second fixed point. And that is the magic of canoeing. You have to create your own second fixed point. Okay? Without that, you're only a windmill. Where's our second fixed point going to be?
Bottom hand. In the water.
It's the top hand. It's the top hand. If this top hand isn't fixed in space, then we've got nothing we can do. Okay? So, if I start with basic footrest. So we've got fixed footrest. Now what I want you to watch is my top arm. And my top hand, we start in this position, it's a little bit short for me, but start in this position, bend, and it comes across to this shoulder. So we go all the way through the pull. Tell me what that top hand does. It does nothing, okay? Starts here, finishes here, job done. It does nothing. If you watch the bottom arm, it starts like, I call that broken. That's straight, that's bent, that's broken. Okay with that? So it starts broken, it finishes broken. So what's that arm done? Nothing. What's the top arm done? Nothing. Bingo. So there we go. Canoeing is not an arm sport. The arms only do what the body does. They express the movement of your body. You have to fix your arms, that way you can get the power from the body into the water. So that's one principle that you have to get, is that canoeing is not an arm sport. It is not a case of whirling your arms around. The faster you whirl your arms around, the faster you will go. The faster you whirl your arms around, the more wheel spin you'll have, the less efficient you become. It's about efficiency, how far you can go with each pull. So that's principle number one. So, canoeing is not an arm sport. We've done that bit. Now, bend your arm. Pull. Canoeing is not a pulling sport. Canoeing is a pushing sport. There's many benefits to this rather than that. Okay? If you got pressure down on this, what's that called? Pressure down on the water, that's a support stroke, right? That's quite handy when the boat's only this wide. Now it's this way. Okay? And if you press down all the way through the pull, I've got some work to do. Press down through the pull, and it's a support stroke all the way through the pull. And we're always safe. Until, of course, you can't get back. So, principle number one is that arms only express what the body does. Principle number two is that if we pull, we're no use. If we push, we are use. So pushing versus pulling thing, just sit on there. One when you do, drag his arms out, crucifix styly. If I put my paddle in here and I pull, in what direction do my hands want to go? Up. Yeah? If I pull back, I will come up. Everything is coming up. The water is pushing me up, my hands want to go up. Therefore I don't have any weight on the paddle. So if I try really hard to pull him back, resist me. Okay? We're kind of equal. If on the other hand, we do the pushing down, he has.
Yeah.
How much stronger? How much stronger?
Not much stronger.
Have you got any chance?
I don't know, we'll see.
So basically what I've got now, if I push down with both hands, is I've got my weight on him. So not only does he have to deal with my strength, It's very easy to pull him back. It doesn't matter how macho he thinks he is. My weight is on his arm. He cannot lift 70 kilos. Okay? See how much difference that was? Okay? So the moment you pull, the water always resists the paddle. The water will push you up out of the water, and we get the high top arms going that we try desperately to solve all the time. So pulling's a no-no. We're always pushing down. Now, with pushing down, when you tell people to put weight on the paddle, as coaches, it gets horrible, doesn't it? All this shite going on. So we don't want them to be folding onto the paddle, because the moment you fold, you lose all your weight. All your weight goes through your hip, the other side again. So the footrest is our one fixed point. All the time we're coming down, we are standing up. That puts my weight on it. If I bend down, that's quite weak. If I stand up, that's quite strong. Okay? So we're always trying to stand up. We must be tall while we pull. The moment you fold, you lose your pressure on the footrest. You lose half your weight, your leg weight, to the other side of the boat. Okay? So we've now got footrest is our fixed point. Body is what does all the moving. We're pushing down and we're standing up during the pull. Please ask questions as we go through, then just suck it up. Because I might be wrong, of course. I'm not. Most important things are my boat moves. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what I do, provided the first thing that happens is my boat moves. Okay? Now that means I can't have any spillage. I can do all sorts of movements without the boat moving. I'm going to do that. Just fall with their hips and then get it going. Sing that. Others will come up and over. Get a lot like the boats, the up and over method, or the round the side method. So when you're watching people in their canoes, or on here, you are always watching, not necessarily them, but you need to see movement from what they do. The whole key to paddling is that all your force goes into the boat. If we're spilling force outwards, we're losing it. Everything has to come in. So you've got to get to a situation where you're pushing with your legs upwards. Something's got to resist that, which will be your shoulders coming down, and everything gets enclosed into the boat. You've got pressure coming up, pressure coming down, and just like when you squeeze a pip, an orange pip, you squeeze it top and bottom, where does it go? Up the front. That's what we're doing. We're trying to generate lift, then the boat will go. The moment I load this arm, the water wants to spit me out, and this shoulder does that. You've got to resist that, so this arm must be coming. I teach my kids that this shoulder is trying to get to this knee. Boom. Okay? Then I have problems because they start doing this, and then we've got a whole nother problem. But to start with, the direction of this shoulder and this elbow is towards this knee. This hand must never be motivated to go in that direction. Not ever. Okay? It must always be motivated to resist, not to push. If this hand is motivated to go forward, it will come forward faster than your shoulder, and that is always spillage. Okay? So if you see somebody's hand racing forward, it will usually go up and down, or out and round. If it stays here and comes around with my shoulders, that's good. So when I'm teaching the kids I teach, the top arm extends from here, so this shoulder, and finishes here. This is the top arm. The bottom arm is from here to here. Both arms meet here. Top arm is fixed, which means it's fixed all the way to here and comes round as a unit. It doesn't break. Where can that structure break? It can break at the elbow. It can break at the shoulder. that's about it. Could do the wrist, but that's a bit unlikely. So if it breaks at the elbow, we have the classic that, and if it breaks at the shoulder, we have that. The structure breaks and folds across. So, questions so far?
When you're saying that the hand never travels forward, is it right that you go through in that sort of braced position following your chest around,
Yeah.
and then is there a last reach at the very front?
When does the last reach happen, do you think?
Said that just before.
You've done this,
On
When you say the paddle line.
extraction,
air time.
Okay, got it.
That's when it comes out. So the whole water time is fixed. Air time is when it travels out to the front.
I see.
There's a reason why you spend time in the air, other than getting the reach, and why you don't want your kids to rush things. Because the boat doesn't travel at a uniform speed. It's at its slowest when the paddle goes in the water, and it's at its fastest, ideally, when the paddle comes out of the water. Actually, it doesn't work like that in bad paddlers, but that's how we're going to do it now. If the boat is travelling at its fastest, so its speed is like this, yeah? Fast and slow. If the boat's travelling at its fastest here, what's the last thing you want to do?
Slow it down.
Put the paddle in and make it go its slowest. We have to wait. And you have to wait. Yeah, you're not sitting there. But there is no rush, essentially, to put that other paddle in. It has to be back to at least average. When is the only time you rush it to go in? When you're increasing speed. So first 10 strokes, acceleration only. Once you're up to speed, there's no rush anymore. You just have to keep tapping along. So that's it. That's essentially it. We're going now.